Taj Mahal was a Hindu temple. I have full evidence. As a matter of fact, I have legal document. I have PIL, which was submitted to Allahabad High Court in 2002. About 35 years back, I came across a stunning story. Jesus Christ is a product of India. He lived in India for 17 years. देने वाला हाथ जो है लेने वाला नहीं है. I traveled to more than 60 countries. I introduced excavation of big trees and replanting them in India.
Recently, I happened to watch a podcast of Brian Johnson. He brought about the subject of how bad air pollution in our country.
AQI is a smaller topic.
Okay.
Global warming is a much bigger topic.
How does it feel like living with millions of trees around you?
I feel I'm the most fortunate person on the earth.
2014 में you had written this letter to the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji.
My motive is that man has created God, or God has created man. Our existence is at stake.
जा कहाँ रहे हैं हम लोग as a society, as a civilization?
We are moving to a point of no return, dead end.
Today we have with us a man who defies all conventional definition of success. A man of mystery, a man of vision, Mr. Dinesh Rawat, also known as the Miracle Man and the Green Guru. His journey is nothing short of legendary, from starting his career as a humble peon to building multi-million-dollar businesses with offices all across the globe. He conquered the material world only to walk away from it. What did he do next? He built something far greater. A sanctuary of nature. A massive green mall. Not a nursery, but a mall where he has nurtured and grown millions of trees, proving that true wealth lies in creation, not accumulation. But that's just one side of his story. Mr. Rawat possesses an extraordinary depth of knowledge about ancient India. Knowledge that will change everything you thought you knew. His claims are bold, his perspectives groundbreaking, and his insights will make you question the very foundation of our history books. And beyond all of this, he is a deeply spiritual person, someone who sees the world through a lens that very few people have access to. So get ready for an eye-opening conversation as we dive into the life, wisdom, and extraordinary journey of Mr. Dinesh Rawat, only on Thinking Deep podcast.
Sir, yesterday I happened to visit an industrial area and रात को घर वापस आने के बाद मेरा breathing problem हो रहा था. But after coming here, I think I've got an antidote to that because right now we are surrounded by millions of trees. Is that right? Not hundreds, not thousands, but millions. We are at the Green Mall, which is the largest क्या term
Garden center.
garden center in India. So sir, please थोड़ा Green Mall के बारे में थोड़ा बताइए.
Green Mall is a unique experiment because, I was into international trading and I used to travel all over the world.
Okay.
And I used to see that landscaping and gardening is highly advanced in Europe, America, Japan, Australia. Even in smaller countries like Thailand, it is quite advanced. And compared to that, India was very backward. At that time, nursery means it was dominated by rustic people using bicycle, dhoti and lungi. उन लोग के लेवल का काम था. मतलब जो आम का गुटी करता है, those who grow roses, they were supposed to be advanced people and they were called nurserymen.
Correct.
Normal farmer was who used to cultivate rice, paddy and wheat and vegetables. These were advanced people. That was the level in 2004. And when I used to travel all over the world, I used to think, why can't we have such facilities in India? And then when thinking deep, I thought that how these people can do something like that in India. So I thought there should be some firm hand, with some resources to do that. So I decided to pour in all my income from international trading into this. And I started buying land.
Correct.
And then this is how I formally launched this in 2007. as Green Mall.
2007. So it's been almost 20 years, less than 18 years.
Yeah. So this is a place where you get all gardening and landscaping solution at one place.
Okay.
A to Z, everything for gardening.
Okay. So let's talk about your business career in short. So when you left business, was there any uncertainty in your mind that where will the resources flow from, whether the government will support me or not? So did you have all this thing in your mind?
You see, I never dependent on any government support. As a
Okay.
matter of fact, till now, I have not taken single penny.
So this is your complete solo venture, right?
Till now, I have not taken single penny as a government grant or any donation from anyone.
All right.
Although it is a trust, I can take donations,
Mhm.
and donors will be exempted from income tax.
Okay.
But you see, देने वाला हाथ जो है लेने वाला नहीं बन सकता है.
Mm.
So that is it.
Okay. And also, while doing research about you, me and my team, we found out that you're called the Green Guru.
Yes.
So, where did that name come from, and who gave that name to you?
You see, this name has been given by my students,
Hmm.
my pupils, because I give a lot of classes on home gardening, landscaping,
Mhm.
online classes, and I have authored 4 books on this subject:
Okay.
Green Your Surroundings, Palms for India, Green Guru's Gardening Guide.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, 4 books I have written. So those who read the books, and I have video classes on gardening, and they're different. So that is how, not only Green Guru,
Mm-hmm.
even I'm known as Green Miracle Man,
Okay.
because there are a lot of revolutionary introductions I have brought it into India.
Mm-hmm.
One is use of cocoa pith.
Cocoa pit. Okay.
Now you cannot imagine a pot plant without cocoa pith.
What is cocoa pit, sir?
It's coconut husk.
Mm-hmm.
You extract fiber from that,
Okay.
and after that there is a waste product.
Okay.
That is coir dust, you
So,
can call.
how does it come into use?
You can mix it with soil, and it
Acts as a fertilizer.
not fertilizer. It has no nutrient.
Okay.
But it is used as a filler, and it makes soil porous.
Hmm.
So roots are able to grow properly. Water retention is there in the soil. So this is a very beneficial item. So I introduced cocoa peat in India. Then I introduced excavation of big trees and replanting them in India.
Okay.
I took this training from USA, Thailand, Australia, and even countries like Sri Lanka.
Oh, you visited those countries?
Yeah.
Okay.
I traveled to more than 60 countries,
Okay.
and I stayed in Thailand, Sri Lanka, Myanmar for prolonged period.
So basically, recently I happened to watch a podcast of this very famous internet influencer, and he's also a rejuvenation athlete named Brian Johnson.
Mhm.
He happened to visit India, and he was on a podcast, and he brought about the subject of how bad is air pollution in our country. The AQI, the air quality of our country, it's devastating, and it's affecting us in a way where most of us, we are not even aware of the hazards it is having in our body. So would you like to give us a brief on how it is affecting us?
You see, AQI is a smaller topic.
Okay.
Global warming is a much bigger topic. Global warming or this climate change,
Mm-hmm.
our existence is at stake.
Okay.
This humans will not exist. We are on a volcano. So anyway, as regards AQI, you are saying,
Mm-hmm.
you see, we have come to a point of no return. This global warming, we have come to a point of no return. As a matter of fact, I don't go to any debate because there is no solution. It's like what you say. I don't want to use negative words, but we have come to a point of no return. AQI. You see, can we stop production of vehicles? Can we stop making roads? We make roads, we make airports, we increase aircrafts. then what do we expect? How can you improve AQI?
By planting more trees. That's the only way.
We are going to east and we want to see sunset. Is it possible?
Hmm.
So that is a condition. Global warming is at very critical stage. We are not aware of that.
So today morning when we met you, you were talking about also prior to this when we were having discussion with you on phone. You were saying about this Go Green mission.
Correct.
So what is this Go Green mission?
Go Green mission is we should try to live with plants as much as possible.
Okay, and how do common people like us, for example, you are a person who is amongst the privileged ones, and you happen to live with a million trees because your house is also in this campus,
Correct.
and you generally don't move out from here, do you? You don't.
No, we don't.
Okay, so how does it feel? First of all, how does it feel like living with millions of trees around you? Because this is a very unique thing which most people don't. We cannot even think of imagining something of this scale. So, how does it feel like?
How does it feel? Very difficult to explain.
Okay.
But I can say I feel I am the most fortunate person on the earth. First is I am born in this great country, India. It's not an ordinary country.
Absolutely.
Second, God has taken me to all the lanes in life. Small, narrow lane, big lane, gandi gali, achhi gali. God has taken me to every lane and every corner of life. Ultimately, God has given me this green paradise to live in and to serve nature, to have a temple of मदर नेचर, माँ प्रकृति का मंदिर बना के, तो माँ प्रकृति का सेवा करने का मौका दिया है, इस देश में जन्म लेके रहने का मौका दिया है, ये स्वर्ग दिया है, तो यू कैन इमेजिन हाउ आई मस्ट बी फीलिंग.
तो आप जब बिजनेस सब कुछ छोड़ दिए, दिस वाज एन एम्प्टी लैंड राइट, कुछ
Yes.
नहीं था यहाँ पे, तो हाउ डिड यू विजुअलाइज, ये जगह को आप विजुअलाइज कैसे किए थे आप? तब खड़े होके वेर यू थिंकिंग कि आई विल बी लिविंग अमॉन्ग्स दिस ट्रीज, आई विल बी सराउंडेड बाय ग्रीन्स, ऐसा व्हाट वाज इन योर माइंड?
हमारे माइंड में तो था, बिकॉज यू सी एवरी अर्निंग मैन he has a dream of having a farmhouse.
Correct, absolutely.
If you think
Amongst the
deep,
privileged ones.
if you think deep, a farmhouse is the ultimate reward of a man.
Yes.
You have BMW, you have Mercedes, you have big Bangalore, big house, big property. You are living in city with pollution, with noise pollution. But a farmhouse, you live in your own world.
प्रकृति के साथ.
प्रकृति के साथ, and it's your own world. You live with nature. It doesn't matter what you are wearing. चप्पल पहने कि नहीं पहने हैं, हाफ पैंट पहने कि फुल पैंट पहने, no formalities. So it's ultimately a reward for any person who can afford a farmhouse. So I'm fortunate, and I visualized, as a matter of fact, I visualized कि एक ऐसा जगह होगा जहाँ पे फलों फूलों के पेड़ होंगे, and I live there. So God has given me that.
Okay, so we'll come to another segment now. आप बोल रहे थे कि a large part of your life you have researched about India, about the history of India, about our archaeological history, and you were saying कि whatever we have been taught in the history books, बचपन से हम जो पढ़े आ रहे हैं, most of it's rigged. So why do you say that?
About 35 years back, I came across a stunning story.
Okay.
And that story was Jesus Christ is a product of India. He lived in India for 17 years.
अच्छा.
He did all his education in India. At the age of 31, he went to West. He went to his area, Jerusalem.
अच्छा.
And he lived there only for 3 years. After that, he was crucified. He did not die. He came back to India. He lived in India. He died at the age of 120. His tomb is there in Srinagar.
Srinagar means हमारे कश्मीर में?
Yes.
My God.
The area is called Khanyar. In Khanyar area, his
अच्छा.
tomb is there. I have gone there personally. So when I read this story,
Like, कहाँ पे पढ़े? Because this is something which is like alien stuff to us. Like,
yes, the story is like this. I missed my flight to Colombo, and next flight was after 36 hours.
okay.
So I was at the airport. I was thinking what to do. So I have been a very good book reader. So at this bookstall I saw a strange book. Title is Jesus Lived in India. ये
अच्छा.
क्या बकवास है?
अच्छा.
So I just took the book, read the back page. I thought, okay, 36 घंटा I can read this. I read that book and it was totally astonishing. And then I decided to communicate with the author. He's a German author, Holger Christen.
Okay.
So I wrote an email to him and I told him that I want to meet him. He was also very excited. He told me, Mr. Rawat, you have one of your leg in Sri Lanka. I have yet to cover Sri Lanka. I have covered the entire India. Wherever Jesus went in India, I have gone to those places. I have done the research and my book is based on that research. But I could not go to Sri Lanka. For some reasons,
Okay.
that time Sri Lanka was disturbed and I could not go. But now you are there, now I'll come to Sri Lanka.
Okay.
My wife is Sri Lankan.
अच्छा.
So I used to travel Sri Lanka very often.
Okay.
Then when I spoke to him, he said, Mr. Rawat, this is not my story. This story, you can go to 1870. One Notovich, Russian historian, he has written all about it.
Okay.
And then I went through that Notovich book.
अच्छा.
In 1870, Notovich has given all account that Jesus lived in India and last years he lived in this Hemis monastery in Ladakh. And how did he discovered his scriptures about Jesus. It's a long story. If we start on this, we will miss on the other aspect of glorious India. Means my glories of India, if it has 100 chapters, Jesus Christ is just one chapter.
Okay. So when you started research, did you dedicate कि मेरे को research करना है and I want to do this research for a specific cause? Was it like that or
No.
क्यों start किया आप research?
I just started out of my curiosity
Okay.
because I am associated with a spiritual organization called Brahma Kumaris.
Okay. Okay.
And in there, they give a lecture about 5,000 years history. So I never believed that.
Okay.
कि सतयुग था, फिर त्रेता आया, फिर द्वापर आया, फिर कलयुग आया, and human beings are degenerating gradually, and from 100% we have come to 0%. I did not believe that story. So when I came across this Jesus story, and then when I came across other stories like Darwinian theory of evolution, theory of Big Bang, Aryan invasion, my eyes started opening and my heart started thumping. क्या हो गया? How advanced we were. आज के लोगों को वो एडवांसमेंट तो नहीं है. कम से कम वो मालूम तो होना चाहिए हाउ एडवांस वी वर. आज लोगों को वो भी नहीं मालूम है, और वो भी नहीं मालूम, उल्टा मालूम है. They have branded all our scriptures as क्या बोलते हैं उसको, मिथोलॉजी.
हाँ.
हमारे सारे उसको मिथोलॉजी बोल दिया है. वेदास आर मिथोलॉजी, रामायण इज मिथोलॉजी, महाभारत इज मिथोलॉजी, बिकॉज दे कैन नॉट इमेजिन हाउ एडवांस्ड ह्यूमन बीइंग्स कुड बी. तो हमने जब इसको पूरा रिसर्च किया तो हम देखा कि ये तो पूरा का पूरा एक सब्जेक्ट है. एंड this is a history of 5,000 years. India was so advanced. Now, to give it in a brief, in 5 minutes, because as I told you, there are 100
बहुत बड़ा
chapters,
subject है.
and Jesus Christ is just one of them. Brief story or history is that we, the mainline Hindus, we inherit a culture or a civilization which I can pinpoint that which is minimum 5,000 years old.
Okay.
Okay, our scriptures and our learned sadhus, they say it's millions of years old. I don't want to go into that because for 5,000 years I can vouch. So 5,000 years back we were highly advanced. And then our advancement started declining. And gradually what happened after 2,500 years back, people started forming other religions. Like 2,250 years back, Moses, he started Judaism. 2,000 years back, Christ came, and after a few years, Christianity started. Then this Prophet Muhammad came, and 2,500 years back, in West, this Abraham emerged. In East, Mahavir, and then Lord Buddha,
Gautam
they
Buddha.
emerged. So this is all man-made religion.
So what was the first religion?
You can Abrahimism.
Okay. What? How can you explain that?
That is the parent of all the Islamic and Christian religion.
Okay.
So
सर एक सेकंड आई विल जस्ट इंटरप्ट यू अ बिट. ये जो क्लेम्स या ये जो आप बोल रहे हैं, यू हैव ऑफ कोर्स डन थॉरो रिसर्च अबाउट ऑल दिस. ये रिसर्च, व्हाट इज द सोर्स ऑफ ऑल दिस रिसर्च? ये रिसर्चेस आप कहाँ से किए? व्हाट आर द सोर्सेस?
इसके बहुत सारे सोर्स
Okay.
हैं. एक तो कुछ मेरे जैसे लोग हैं जिन्होंने पहले भी रिसर्च किया है,
ओके.
लेकिन उनके रिसर्च को सरफेस में नहीं आने दिया गया.
क्यों?
Because they were negative forces. क्योंकि rulers and invaders, they wanted to show something else. क्यों नहीं आने दिया? हम तुमको ऐसे बताएं कि India is under foreigners rule for about 1,000 years.
अच्छा. Okay.
1,000 years में they made their best effort to ruin this culture, this civilization, this advancement, this riches. As a matter of fact, ये चल रहा है 2,700 years से, लेकिन हम इस पॉडकास्ट में कितना बोल सकते हैं. तो क्या हुआ कि India was such a wealthy country that foreign invaders, they kept on invading. तो ये जो foreign invaders की कहानी है, that is very important. That is how we lost true touch of our history. And it has been going on for last 2,700 years according to records available. हो सकता है इसके पहले भी हो. 2,700 years back, Queen Semirami of Mesopotamia, she attacked India. Okay. And she came to India with an army of 200,000, 2 lakh army. और उनके संग कितना राशन आया होगा, कितना दवा दारू आया होगा, कितना कैवलरी आया होगा, कितना आर्म्स आया होगा, you just imagine. And traveling thousands of miles, how much they would have spent? Why did they come to India 2,700 years back? To get peanuts. क्या लेने आया था? So what a lot of wealth we must have had at that time. कि इतना बड़ा अटैक इंडिया के ऊपर किया. And it did not stop. You must have heard few lines about this Huns and Saks. They attacked India. लेकिन हम सब हटा दिया है. We just one word, two word, one line, two line we have read. Huns, Saks, they attacked 1,500 years back. Mughals, Mongols, 1,200 years back. Afghans, Mongol, Southeast, Middle East. ये लोग आते चले गए. So 1200 years back, Muslims came. Then they 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 came more vigorously about 900 years, 1000 years back. They looted India. They destroyed all the temples. And temples were not like today. They were grand places, and their canopy used to be totally gold. So that's another story. Our temples used to be very rich place. So they looted all the temples, they destroyed all the temples, they looted all the wells from India. And after doing all this, India must have gone dry. 500 years back, Europeans started coming. Portuguese came 500 years back. Such a lot of wealth was there. And not like this Middle East invaders. They used to travel all across this यूरोप से जो है उनको पूरा ये पेनिनसुला अफ्रीकन पेनिनसुला होकर के इंडिया आना पड़ता था. They used to travel by ship for about 1 month, and they used to come with 100 ships. तो क्या था जो ले आते थे इवन आफ्टर ऑल दिस लूट्स. तो 500 साल पहले पोर्चुगीज केम, डच केम, फ्रेंच केम, डेनिश केम. क्यों है? सच ए लॉट ऑफ वेल्थ वाज देयर. और ये सब के आने के बाद ब्रिटिश अरे वी हैव लॉस्ट द अपॉर्चुनिटी. देन ब्रिटिश स्टार्टेड कमिंग. और वो क्या देखे कि कितना लूट के ले जाएंगे.
They got probably the last slice of the cake.
हाँ, उसके बाद भी कितना लूट करके ले जाएंगे. इससे अच्छा है कि यहाँ पे बैठो, कीप माइनिंग. एंड दैट इज व्हाट दे डिड. एंड ड्यूरिंग देयर दिस 500 years दे वर प्लानिंग कि किस तरीके से जो है हम लोग का एक्शन को हम लोग जस्टिफाई करेंगे. सो दे वांटेड टू प्रूव दैट दिस इंडियन ग्लोरियस पास्ट इज अ मिथ.
Okay.
But the truth is, from high advancement, we have come to the bottom line. From high level of civilization, we have come to zero level of civilization. I say today we are at zero level civilization. Our civilization is nothing, zero, fake. If you want to have a debate with me on that, I'll have a debate.
Roughly how many years did you carry on this क्या बोलते हैं उसको? Research, yeah.
35 years.
35 years.
And I went to most of the historical places, archaeological places.
और ये purpose क्या था आपका research का? What was the main purpose?
Purpose was I wanted to let Indians know that we are not what the world thinks, because I have been traveling all over the world. So when I used to introduce myself as Indian, गरीब देश का आदमी है, ये क्या होगा, ये क्या ये आइसक्रीम खरीद सकेगा, will he pay $5 to buy this ice cream? That is what I used to experience. So at least we have lost all that glorious past. Britishers have made us bankrupt and left us. They, come se kam, we must know. People in India, they must know, because after we got independence from British, we really, as Kangana Ranaut says, we really did not get freedom till 2014. Because Congress, they were just perpetuation of British government. They were just furthering British agenda.
तो अभी क्या change हो सकता है? What do you think can change now? Because you showed me the letter which you had written 2014 में. You had written this letter to the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji. आप उनको जो लेटर लिखे कि आई वॉन्ट टू सर्व द नेशन, आप काम करना चाहते हैं विदाउट एनी रेम्यूनरेशन, विदाउट एनी कंसिडरेशन. तो क्या व्हाट बेसिकली डिड यू वांट टू डू, एंड क्या आपका अभी भी, इफ यू आर इंटरेस्टेड, व्हाट इज योर मोटिव बिहाइंड हेल्पिंग द गवर्नमेंट?
Yes, my motive is that, you see, I cannot help government because government has to go according to their agenda.
Yes.
Because they have their various systems. they need lot of evidences, scriptures, and all these things. I am not in a position to provide that.
Correct.
What I want is, I'll tell the story. Those who want to understand, those who want to accept, they are welcome. Those who want to deny it, let them deny it. Let people use their common sense. Because as I told you, that कि आप कॉमन सेंस लगाइए ना कि वी हैव read in our books कि Greeks they discovered 2500 years back that earth is round. Then after that they discovered earth has a motion also. क्या बात कर रहे हैं हम लोग को 5000 साल पहले हमारे सब्जेक्ट का नाम था भूगोल जगत. उस समय हम लोग को मालूम था कि सूर्य के चारों तरफ 9 ग्रह घूमते हैं. हम लोग उसको सूर्य मल्लिका बोलते थे. हम लोग को उस समय सूरज से पृथ्वी का डिस्टेंस मालूम था. हमको मालूम था कि किस दिन कौन सा ग्रहण होता है. हम लोग को सब कुछ मालूम था. तो इट्स अ सिंपल कंपैरिजन. कोई भी कॉमन आदमी समझ सकता है कि हाउ एडवांस वी वर. एंड let's talk about other religion or other civilization. None of the civilization is more than 2500 years old. Whereas we had Takshila Vishwavidyalaya in 2700 years back when no religion was born. That time what did we teach? What did we learn? That time this Chanakya, Panani, they were the student of that university. So, will it not strike a ring in any common man's mind?
Correct.
So that is it. That is what I want people to know, and let them. I have said that in that letter that at least 4,000 big time temples have been demolished. Big time temples means like Taj Mahal, like Meenakshi temple.
Taj Mahal.
Yes, Taj Mahal was a Hindu temple.
How can you say something like this? ऐसा कैसे बोल सकते हो?
I have full evidence. As a matter of fact, I have legal document. I have this a PIL which was submitted to Allahabad High Court in 2002.
My God. अच्छा.
It was submitted by a friend of mine, Yogesh Saxena. He died now. So Yogesh, when I came to know about I have done a very extensive research na. When I came to know about the PIL on Taj Mahal, I came to Allahabad to meet this lawyer. उससे हमने पूछा आपने PIL फाइल किया था फिर इसको क्यों विड्रॉ किया. बोला I got a message from Indira Gandhi's office, PMO. You withdraw the PIL, otherwise you will be withdrawn.
अच्छा.
So, but he gave me a copy of that PIL, and I have a lot of books. There are, if you go to Taj Mahal, you can see not one or two, at least 1,000 evidence that it has been a temple. अभी भी ओम का बहुत जगह लगा है. वो लोग ने बहुत कुछ किया उसको मिटाने का. इसके लिए हमको दूसरा स्टोरी में जाना पड़ेगा. लॉर्ड कनिंघम. Lord Cunningham was Chief of Civil Services in Army in British India. You can say Chief Civil Engineer of British India. After his retirement, he wanted to make this department to manipulate all these monuments. So, उसके लिए एक डिपार्टमेंट खोला गया. उसका नाम था आर्कोलॉजिकल सर्वे ऑफ इंडिया. इन 1865 आर्कोलॉजिकल सर्वे ऑफ इंडिया वाज ओपन. इट वर्कed for 5 years. In 5 years, Lord Cunningham collected all the data of leading monuments in India from south to north. He spent 5 years and he marked 700 odd monuments. And then suddenly, after 5 years, department was closed. I might be making this mistake of 5 years or 3 years.
It's okay.
Again, after 3 years.
Okay.
Again after few years, 2, 3, 4 years, again the department was opened. And during this closure time, you know what did they do? They changed all the tablets, land deeds, property deeds कि prove करने के लिए कि this is not this does, these things don't belong to Hindus, they all belong to Muslims. और उसके लिए वो लोग ने बहुत कुछ किया. For example, Taj Mahal was a Hindu temple. It was built by Raja Parmadi Dev about 700 years before this
Shah
Shah
Jahan.
Jahan. Qutub Minar was built 300 years before this Qutubuddin story. Qutub Minar was a Vishnu temple. जहाँ पे 125 फीट का एक विष्णु का मूर्ति था और उसके ऊपर से सूता निकल रहा है और उसके ऊपर वो एक ऑब्जर्वेटरी था. एंड दैट इज़ द कुतुब मीनार which exists even now. And there you can see a steel multi-metal this pillar
Hmm.
which doesn't rust. So you can understand how advanced we are. So it was a Hindu temple which is now Qutub Minar. This Lal Killa, Agra ka Killa, everything was this Killa of राजपूत्स, उन लोग का किला था. इसको जो है मुसलमानों ने दखल किया, ब्रिटिशर्स ने इसको मैनिपुलेट किया, सारा का डीड गोलमाल किया, सारा का ओनरशिप गोलमाल किया, हिस्ट्री बुक्स को गोलमाल किया. एंड टुडे वी नो कि मुग़ल लोगों ने जो है इराकी स्टाइल में और पर्शियन स्टाइल में इसको बनाया. ये इंडो ईरान कल्चर का सिंबल है. All these structures are Indian symbol.
You're saying everything is rigged.
Everything is rigged, 100%. You see, simple. You take a simple equation. These invaders, Muslims, why did they come to India? To build India or to loot India?
I don't know. What's your take?
लूटने को आए थे.
अच्छा.
तो वो ये सब क्यों बनाने लगे? उनको बनाना था तो उन्होंने अपने देश में क्यों नहीं बनाया? अरब में क्यों नहीं बनाया? क्या बनाया है अरब में? अभी तुम्हारा खलीफा बुर्ज अभी बन रहा है, लेकिन उस समय क्या बनाया था? तो वहाँ पे क्यों नहीं बनाया? इफ दे वर सो टैलेंटेड. पर्शिया में क्यों नहीं बनाया? इंडिया हैज़ बीन वेरी एडवांस ना. तो ये सब हम लोग के लिए छोटा छोटा बात था. इतना बड़ा बड़ा किला आज बना सकते हैं हम लोग, कोई बना सकता है इतना बड़ा बड़ा किला, इतना बड़ा बड़ा मंदिर. आप कोणार्क का मंदिर देखिए, खजुराहो का मंदिर देखिए, मीनाक्षी मंदिर देखिए, ताजमहल देखिए, पुरी देखिए, कोई मामूली मंदिर हैं लोग. एक एक मंदिर के ऊपर 80-80 टन का जो है मैग्नेट लगा हुआ है. कैसे लगा है? हाउ एडवांस वी वर.
तो अभी अकॉर्डिंग टू यू व्हाट नीड्स टू चेंज? अभी आप ये सब कोई तो पर्पस होगा. ऑफ कोर्स यू डिड इट फॉर योर ओन अंडरस्टैंडिंग.
पर्पस इज अवेयरनेस. पीपल जस्ट लाइक यू आर कमिंग टू नो दिस. Don't you feel you are proud to be an Indian?
Yes, of course.
So that is what I want. People should know a fake history and a true history.
So did you come across anyone from the ruling party, like the Prime Minister?
I wrote a letter to Prime Minister.
Reply नहीं आया?
Reply नहीं आया. I got a reply, formal reply from the Education Ministry.
Okay.
I did not care much because I have a lot of things to do. I cannot be running.
अभी क्या करते हो? Like how does a day in your life look like? सुबह से उठ के रात तक, what are the things which you do?
I look after plants.
That's all.
I teach gardening to people. I create gardens. I create landscapes.
ये पैशन आपका मन में कैसे आया? Like why did you want to do this? Just for
you see,
because
for me there is no passion for anything. Whatever I do, that is my passion.
Okay.
When I used to work for others, for 13 years I worked for others. I started my career as a PM. For 13 years I left my job as senior commercial officer. I did my best there. After that, I started my business without a single penny in my pocket. That was my passion. I put everything into that, and I succeeded in that. I had my own offices in Singapore, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, in India, so many places. After that, I did uh, this research on Indian history. I did with total passion. I went to spiritualism. As a matter of fact, that's my real foundation. Spiritual Spiritualism gives me strength, passion, everything. Love for humanity, love for nature, love for God. So
Oh, God, what is God?
that's you are.
नहीं, छोटा भाषा में अब मेरे को समझाइए. How would you define God?
You see, first of all, I cannot define God,
Okay.
because if anybody asks me to define God, I put a counter question.
You can
has-
also ask me
Yeah.
questions because
Man has created God, or God has created man.
okay. You want me to answer that?
Okay, you answer.
I'll tell you what I feel like. Of course, it's my personal feeling. I feel that God is something which is impossible to describe. इसका कोई description नहीं किया जा सकता. And it's more of a feeling. Sometimes आप जितना भी कोशिश करो आप पकड़ नहीं पाओगे. But since I have my guru, I believe that if you follow your guru, if you follow his processes, if you follow his lifestyle, if you follow his principles, the way he thinks, then you can get somewhat closer to that feeling. The feeling which inherently doesn't have a definition, or which inherently no one can define. But आप जो processes करने लगोगे, कोई भी काम हो, if you think honestly, if you do honest work with proper intention, I think you can get close to the feeling, but you can never get to the exact feeling. This is my take on God.
Okay. So my take would be very simple, that I am a life force, जिसको हम लोग हिंदी में आत्मा बोलते हैं, बंगला में आत्मा बोलते हैं, कोई लाइफ फोर्स बोलता है, कोई सोल रूह बोलता है, ठीक है. But I am a life force. So there is another force, and I am just same element. So just like my life force capabilities are unlimited. Okay. So that element, I call that element as God. That's my definition. और बाकी तो बोलने को बहुत कुछ है. बोलने को तो ये है कि how this leaf has its own character, why this doesn't become paper.
You know why I asked you this question? Because of course I am very young. I have this conversation with my wife that there are two terms, two concepts or terms, whatever you may call it, jiska I don't think I as a person, I as an individual, I can ever define these two words. One is God and the other is love. Okay.
You're right.
These two terms, it is impossible to define, because I tell बहुत लोग बोलते हैं कि I love this person very much, मैं इससे बहुत प्यार करता हूँ. अरे प्यार, how would you define प्यार? Because love is something which you cannot define.
Correct.
You can define a deed. आप कोई उनके लिए अच्छा काम करो, you care for the person. Care is more definable. But love and God, these two terms, I don't think so I'll ever be able to define. So these are the things.
So anyway,
Yeah.
as far as I am concerned, I am satisfied with my understanding about God. That's good enough for me.
Correct.
I communicate with God in my private manner, and I'm totally satisfied. As a matter of fact, if you want to know about my experience with God, then I'll tell you about one of my communication with God.
Please, sir.
I'll tell you two communication.
Sure.
First is about 30 years back
Hmm.
when I had a feeling that I can communicate with God, that supreme energy or supreme soul. Then I one day I said, बाबा ये मेरा तन मन धन जीवन बुद्धि सब कुछ समर्पण है आपको, बताइए मेरे लिए क्या आदेश है, जिंदगी में मेरे को क्या करना है. You know what was the
When then you were already a successful businessman.
yes
Okay. हाँ. What was the answer?
answer was कि तुम्हारा है क्या जो तुम समर्पण करोगे. What is yours that you want to surrender? What is it? What is yours that you can surrender? सब तो उसी का है. Then again in 2019 और 2020 भी मेरा एक बहुत इवेंटफुल टाइम था, और उसके बाद जो है मेरे को लगा कि भगवान ने मेरे को ज़िंदगी का हर गली में घुमा दिया है. फिर जो है आई कम्युनिकेटेड विद गॉड. भगवान आपने सब कुछ दिखा दिया है, सब कर दिया है, अब बोलिए मेरे लिए क्या है. बोले ये सब तुमको दिखाया है, घुमाया है, एक्सपीरियंस कराया है, दैट्स नॉट फॉर यू, दैट इज़ फॉर यू टू शेयर विद अदर्स. दैट्स माई कम्युनिकेशन विद गॉड. तो गॉड इज़ अ प्राइवेट थिंग, पर्सनल मैटर है सब.
I believe if you have abundance of anything, पैसा हो, knowledge हो, कोई भी चीज़ हो, I think these पैसा and knowledge, these are the tangibly the only things जो आप शेयर कर सकते हो दुनिया से. And if you don't share it, then वो चीज़ का कोई मतलब नहीं बनता.
You're right.
Sir, we will talk a bit about the hot topic which is global warming and AQI. तो आप जब ये green mall बनाए and you started living over here, what are the differences you felt inside your body? आप क्या चीज़ महसूस किए?
Inside my body, you feel refreshed,
हाँ.
you feel light,
Okay.
breathing is very normal.
हाँ.
City में you get suffocated at times, and cities like Delhi and Kanpur, they are worse.
Worse.
Even Chennai is quite bad. Bombay is also quite bad.
Kolkata is also not in a good place.
Kolkata is also bad. But as I told you, we have come to a point of no return. क्योंकि आप क्या गाड़ी को बंद कर सकते हैं, आप डेवलपमेंट रोक सकते हैं, आप स्मार्ट सिटीज़ बनाना रोक सकते हैं.
फॉर अ नॉर्मल पर्सन जिनका अभी उतना रिसोर्सेज नहीं है, जो पकड़ लीजिए कोई 1 BHK या 2 BHK में छोटा घर में रहते हैं, हाउ कैन दैट पर्सन प्रोटेक्ट देमसेल्व्स फ्रॉम द हार्मफुल इफेक्ट्स ऑफ ग्लोबल वार्मिंग या AQI?
You see, to tell very honestly, nothing much can be done. But yes, there are some air purifying plant
Okay.
that they can use at their home. They absorb lot of toxins. Like there is a list of 42 items, but they do very minimal work. You really cannot change.
Compared to an air purifier, like it is not a lot.
थोड़ा effect करता है,
Okay.
but anyway that can give you some mental relief.
Yeah. Mental relief. That's
That is the
main thing.
truth I'm talking. Otherwise there is a big myth कि इतना सारा पेड़ लगा लीजिए घर प्योर हो जाएगा, क्लीन हो जाएगा.
नहीं होगा. जा कहाँ रहे हैं हम लोग एज अ सोसाइटी, एज अ सिविलाइजेशन? विच वे आर वी मूविंग टुवर्ड्स? विच इज
We are moving to a point of no return, dead end.
अच्छा, मतलब सब तबाह हो जाएगा.
क्यों नहीं होगा बताइए ना. आज जो है दुनिया में आर्म्स एंड एम्यूनिशन इतना है कि दिस अर्थ कैन बी ब्लोन अप एटलीस्ट 1000 times. डू यू नो आर्सेनल ऑफ USSR लोग कितना दिन से संभाल रहा है, बना रहा है, तो क्या यूज़ नहीं करेगा एक दिन? फिर वी हैव सीन natural calamities like California. Could America do anything about it? We have seen tsunami. पूरा साउथ ईस्ट एशिया डिस्ट्रॉय हो गया. सो मेनी थिंग्स वी आर सीइंग. और सबसे ऊपर जो है, द वे ह्यूमैनिटी इज डीजनरेटिंग. आज जो है, आपको पैलेस्टाइन का क्या हाल है? नॉट ए सिंगल बिल्डिंग इज देयर. पूरा सपाट कर दिया एक डेवलप्ड सिटी को या डेवलप्ड कंट्री को. दिस इज ह्यूमैनिटी. वेयर आर वी लीडिंग टू? ये वर्ल्ड वॉर 2 जो हुआ, ये जो हिरोशिमा नागासाकी हुआ, don't think they are 100 years old story. Relatively very small period it is when you take history of thousands of years. तो ये 150-200 साल में जो हो रहा है, हिरोशिमा हुआ आपका, अभी जो हो रहा है यूक्रेन यूएसएसआर में जो हुआ, अभी तो यूक्रेन का लेटेस्ट वो है कि डोनाल्ड ट्रंप ने उसको जेलेस्की को आउट कर दिया. दैट इज द लेटेस्ट न्यूज़. आई डोंट थिंक यू हैव हर्ड.
या
अभी जो पूरा मिडिल ईस्ट में जो हो रहा है, ईरान का, इज़राइल का जो नक्शे कदम है, पैलेस्टाइन का, जो वे इट विल लीड टू. आर वी मूविंग एनीवेयर इन पॉजिटिव डायरेक्शन? यू टेल मी.
Apparently, it's very difficult to say. I don't know. Probably देख के तो नहीं लग रहा है.
सो फ्रॉम ऑल साइड्स वी आर मूविंग इनटू नेगेटिव डायरेक्शन. आज जो है किस तरीके से जो है बादल फट रहा है. उत्तराखंड में अभी क्या हुआ, 45 people got trapped in an avalanche yesterday. तो देख रहे हैं ना, these are, अगर ये सब भी हम देख करके अनदेखा करें तो क्या उपाय? हाउस earthquakes are coming, volcanoes are bursting. और सबसे बड़ा चीज़ है कि the person behind the game is man. मैन का करेक्टर क्या है अभी? वो एक कप चाय के लिए 1000 जान भी दे देगा, 1000 आदमी को मार देगा फॉर हिज नेम फेम. तो इसीलिए तो वन साइड इज आवर डीजेनरेशन ऑफ ह्यूमन वैल्यूज, अनदर साइड इज डीजेनरेशन ऑफ नेचुरल एटमॉस्फेयर. आज जो ग्लोबल वार्मिंग का सिनेरियो इज वेरी 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 सीरियस.
Then why is no one talking about it? The world leaders.
Who will talk about it? World leaders, they are the reason for this. They want increase in this production, increase in employment. वो जो पर कैपिटा इनकम उनको बढ़ाना है, इस क्या बोलते हैं वो, पर कैपिटा प्रोडक्शन बढ़ाना है. सब ये सब शॉर्ट फॉर्म हम याद नहीं आ रहा है. तो ये सब जितना भी एडवांसमेंट करना है, रास्ता बनाना है, एयरफील्ड्स बनाना है, एयरपोर्ट्स बनाना है, मल्टी स्टोरेज बिल्डिंग्स बनाना है, बड़ा बड़ा स्टेडियम बनाना है, बड़ा बड़ा कॉम्प्लेक्सेस बनाना है. तो ये सबसे क्या ग्लोबल वार्मिंग कम हो रहा है कि बढ़ रहा है? तो ये जो ग्लोबल वार्मिंग है, इसको मैंने ऐसे समझिए कि पूरी दुनिया को चलाने वाले 3 कैटेगरी के लोग हैं.
Okay.
वन इज़ रूलर्स और पॉलिटिशियंस, या प्राइम मिनिस्टर, प्रेसिडेंट. दूसरी कैटेगरी है बिजनेसमैन और इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट और एंटरप्रेन्योर्स. और थर्ड कैटेगरी इज ब्यूरोक्रेट्स. ब्यूरोक्रेट्स दे वर्क फॉर नंबर 1 एंड नंबर 2. तो नंबर 1 जो पॉलिटिशियंस, रूलर्स हैं, उनको क्या है, पर कैपिटा इनकम बढ़ाना है. तो उनको ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा एम्प्लॉयमेंट क्रिएट करना है, उनकी देश की इकनॉमी को और आगे बढ़ाना है, उनको और आर्म्स एंड एम्यूनिशन खरीदना है, अपना डिफेंस को वो करना है. तो वो सब के लिए पैसा कैसे आएगा? तो जो दूसरी कैटेगरी है इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट एंड बिजनेसमैन, उनको अपना प्रोडक्शन बढ़ाना, अपना सेल बढ़ाना है, एडवर्टीजमेंट बढ़ाना है, कंज्यूमरिज्म बढ़ाना है. तो ये सब चीज़ से तो ग्लोबल वार्मिंग बढ़ेगा. ब्यूरोक्रेट्स का काम है नंबर 1 का जो वो है उसको सपोर्ट करना। तो ये तीनों तो ग्लोबल वार्मिंग रोक नहीं सकते हैं। ये लोग तो वही जो बोला ना कि दे वांट टू सी सनराइज एंड दे आर गोइंग टुवर्ड्स
East.
वेस्ट।
हाँ,
सनराइज के लिए तो ईस्ट में
ईस्ट में
जाना
जाना
पड़ेगा।
पड़ेगा।
तो वेस्ट में क्या देखने को मिलेगा? सनसेट देखने को मिलेगा। सो वी आर मूविंग टुवर्ड्स सनसेट।
Sir, we would like to conclude this conversation but before that, I would ask you another thing. ये जो आपका मिशन है, ये Go Green मिशन, इससे लोग कैसे जुड़ सकते हैं? How can normal people, common people be a part of your mission?
They can get connected with me. They can green their surroundings. They can start home gardening classes at their area. I can give them ingredients. I can give them master classes,
Okay.
and they come here. They see what is nature. They can get all type of plants, indoor plant, outdoor plant, exclusive.
How big is this area? कितना बड़ा है?
This is about 35 bighas.
35 acres में कितना होता है वो?
12 acres.
12 acres. My God. Sir, another thing I would like to ask you. From businessman, you became an environmentalist. उसके बाद आप रिसर्च में चले गए. You started researching about India, history and all of that. आप बुक्स भी लिखे. You're an author also.
But you are missing one thing: spiritualism. That is
Spiritualism. That is the ultimate of everything.
that is the bottom line.
That is the bottom line. Yeah.
Yes. After
So-
that, books.
Yeah. So books. What are the subject of these books?
You see, I did not write book on glories of India because of various reasons. But I wrote quite a lot of books on home gardening, plants, landscaping. There are books like, I started writing books from 2008. My first book was Soaring Heights. Then second book was Palms for India. I have introduced 200 types of palms in India.
Okay.
Then my next book was Green Your Surroundings. Then next book is Green Guru's Gardening Guide. So these are the books that I have done. And then I have video classes and quite a lot of other.
So you're
resources.
also pretty active these days.
Yes, I'm young.
Yes. So sir, we बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिला आपसे. I'm sure that the audience will love this conversation and thank you. Thanks a lot for giving us the opportunity, for giving us time.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
and I invite you to come back again.
Absolutely. It will be a pleasure, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you for tuning into this insightful chat. We hope you enjoyed the discussion. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And also press the bell icon. Until then, keep thinking deep.